Welcome to Platinum Autographs. My name is Daryl, and we are going to go through my plaques, mostly music plaques. One was gifted to me, but we'll get into that guy. Like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you guys think, and we'll get into it. We're going to start right off with, sorry, I had to clean it off. These have all been in storage. So that's why they're kind of covered in plastic. But this was gifted to me with a friend. This is In Excess. And it was a ticket from Wembley Stadium. They were with Hot House, Flowers, Debbie Harry, Jesus Jones, Roach Ford, and Jellyfish. But that is signed by the whole band. Pretty cool. So put him up there. All right. This is a 8x10 autograph from David Lee Roth. The ink throughout the years have kind of started to fade a little bit. I mean, that's a 30-year-old plus. This is Axl Rose and Slash. Eventually, a lot of these I want to disassemble and make those plaques I showed in the earlier video. I want to turn a lot of these into those plaques. I've got 40 of those plugs left, so I want to make a lot of them. We have Def Leppard. It's Joe Elliott, Rick Allen. This is a band sign from their album 10 or X, but it's 10. We have, sorry, I gotta put this one back together. The back of it fell off. All right, we have Steven Tyler, Tom Hamilton, Aerosmith. Cool dudes, great show. Of course, U2, Larry Mullen Jr., The Edge, Adam Clayton, Bono. Seen them on Octoon Baby. Damn Yankees, Jack Blaze, Michael Carlone, I think, Ted Nugent, and Tommy Shaw. Huey Lewis. Michael Jackson. He was a cool dude. I mean, it was very quick. There's a whole story about Michael Jackson that we'll get into. That's 3 minutes. My ex-wife and I had a house cleaning service. One of the homes that we cleaned for was a gentleman named Frank DeLeo. We had no idea who he was at the time. Then we started to get to talk to him. He was Michael Jackson's manager through Thriller and Bad. He was also Frank Sharp of Sharp Records on Wayne's World and Tootie on Goodfellas. I got to be really good friends with him. We talked back and forth all the time, and I didn't know it, but when we met Michael Jackson, we worked his show. He was at Mile High Stadium 4 nights in a row, sold out. We worked the show and actually shook Frank's hand, but had no idea at that time. But anyway, Michael Jackson. Of course, Van Halen from For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. Eddie, Michael, Alex, Sammy. We have Blondie, signed plaque. Don't ask me all the names, but they're all 4 autographed. He passed away. I actually wrote to him. He signed a couple index cards for me. He's a drummer. Clem Burke. Another one in person is Motley Crue, Girls, Girls, Girls. Of course, Vince Neil, Nikki Sixx, Mick Mars, Tommy Lee. Then we have Shawshank Redemption, which I'm going to take this apart and I'm going to add to it later on because I've got probably 10 more autographs from Shawshank Redemption. But this is Morgan Freeman, Tim Robbins, and this is James Whitmore Brooks. So I like that one. This one I'm going to kind of add to it a little bit, but this is Limp Bizkit, Significant Other, Fred Durst. I'm going to add a plaque in it somewhere. I haven't decided yet where to put the plaque, so we'll get there. That's kind of a cool one. And then super cool guy to talk to. This is kind of a big one. This is Bryan Adams, Waking Up the Neighbors. So that's my big plaque. But obviously he autographed it there. So, all right, guys, that's it for those. Again, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. All right, peace.